set this to 28 degrees. Alright, so it matches the slope of the roof, which is what I wanted. Fits nice and snug. So now that was kind of a test one. So now I got to get this anchored in. Well, unfortunately, it's starting to sprinkle. I'm going to go grab a tarp. We'll see if we can tarp this side real quick. Well, the rains have arrived. Luckily, I got this the tarps on, but this particular tarp has a bunch of rips and tears in it, so I'm going to have some drip coming in here no matter what. Oops. That's the other stuff I'm going to use right there. I've had for years. I got a piece of it cut that I can draw. Probably just use the staple gun on, I guess. At this. All right. These are up, both sides. Next project to do the trusses up here. I got some 2x4s to work with that I was going to use for something else, but that's a priority. I can make more 2x4s. So I got a couple little walls I want to build down here, which will help add strength to the building. One's for a bathroom. The other is kind of going to be a wall with a pass-through on it, possibly, for where I'm going to put a bedroom temporarily, but eventually it'll just be another section to put stuff in to do work with, or for material storage or something like that. But initially it'll be set up as kind of a bedroom type deal. So next summer I can come live in this and work in it. Most of my work will be outside in the summer anyway, so dust won't be a problem. And so next summer this will be much nicer once I get it all boarded up, and as I'm building it I can be in it too. So interior's not going to get finished off anytime soon. The back wall here will, because I'm going to put pegboard up for tools. So that wall will get finished up, but the rest of it, it'll be just all exterior finish up to start with. And then I'll go from there, decide what's a priority. I'd really like to start building my log cabin for my living in so that I have something to go into. And that's why I have to build this, is so that I have organization in my life, because it's been chaotic trying to find stuff. And this way I can actually set this up to where I can find stuff. And then eventually come back and finish it off completely inside out. So that's just part of the process. When you're off-grid, your priorities take precedence over beautifying stuff, let's just say. I mean, same thing with that cabin there. I did what I had to do to get into it, but I kind of finished it off. There's very little that needs to be done to it, but I never completed it. So that's something I need to do, is complete that at some point after I'm done with this next year, before I move on to other projects, like my smokehouse I want to build and stuff like that. So I've got some little projects I will do first. All right, so I want to put some bracing in here, but I want it all to be the same height. I just cut this to 80 inches just to see, since it's all just a test. That'll work. Well, good morning. Thought I would start today off. I've been needing to clean my chimney. I haven't done it since the end of winter. Well, actually, before the end of winter, but yeah. I'm going to try it differently today. I've lifted it up off the pipe, off the mount for the wood stove, put a plastic bag there. I'm going to try and clean all the way down so I can get everything. If I miss anything, I'll just slip the thing up and clean from underneath, but I think it'll be easier and it'll catch it all in the bag and won't make a mess in there. So, and this is like 12 foot. Won't quite reach the very bottom, but I think we'll be fine with just taking this little bit at the end and doing that. No, Sage. Then, back onto the building. I'm going to start working on one side. I'm going to get all the blocking in, as well as the, she's very demanding. The hurricane straps. Let's just get this done before she comes back. This is a 12 pitch, 10-12, so I can't hold on really good. Let's see what I can do here. It is slick. If I can get up here and slip on this. Yeah, there's definitely creosote built up. A lot of it. Clean that up. All the way down there. Yeah, I think it made it all the way. Look out, Sage. I'm going to drop this. Move. Oh, that worked. All right. So all these do is prevent lift. So your roof, like in a storm, won't have any lift. That's all those do. As far as the way they're going on, this way versus this way is nice because it doesn't have this part that blocks bringing wall right up. But that's not to code. Not that it makes a difference, but this is to code. Just so you know. Okay, all the hurricane ties are in. It's time to do the gable ends blocking. So I got to do those. I think I'm going to do them on 24-inch centers and see how they come out. I'll do a measurement real quick and then I'll come back to you after I've got that calculated out. And we'll get this side done because this side will be completely done. Then I got to go over to the other side and finish it up. Probably won't film it because it's going to be identical to this side. Just need to get it done and get done with my video so I can actually produce it. This is Friday. I want it done by at least 1 p.m. today so that I can get it posted and I can move on to other projects for next video. Need one more for this side. There we go. Well, thank you for watching my video this week. Whoops, start over. Well, thank you for watching my video this week. I appreciate it. I've got the gable ends done, and I got the blocking done. So next project is to do the sheets of plywood and throw some roofing paper on to waterproof it through the winter. I think that's going to be my best bet. I'll do that next month after I get my first paycheck from SSA, and then I can start getting stuff. Although I'm committed to buying some water containers from a neighbor, but I don't think he's going to be around till December, so that'll give me a couple checks to work with between now and then on the build, which I've got to get dried in enough that the winter weather won't affect it. And the siding, it's just going to be right now. I've got spare house wrap that's old. I'm going to use it on it. I'll rip it off and I'll put new house wrap on before I put the walls up next year, or after I put the sheathing up. I may do sheathing and then do my boards. I was going to try to avoid all that stuff as much as possible, but I want to get stuff done quicker. It takes a lot of wood and a lot of time to mill the boards, to just do it the old school way, all boards inside and then my board and batten on the outside. So it'll just make more sense to do sheathing, which is, like I said, something I didn't plan on doing. I was trying to keep expenses way down, but being as I am going to have checks and I can get things done quicker and get to my cabin build sooner, that's motivational enough to do the sheathing. So anyhow, that's what we're going to do. I'll see you next week. I'm going to be working on that solar setup in here. I've been testing it out. It's already built. I've already filmed putting it together. But I wanted to give myself a couple weeks. So I'm giving myself another week, even though I thought I'd do it this week. I'm giving myself one more week. I don't know where it is, Safe. Get it. Bring it here. Can I have it? Put it right here. Drop it. Okay. So we'll talk about it. I'll show it to you next week. I'll let you know what I think of it. And this is just a little system. I got a bigger system that I'm going to be putting together, but I need to come up with some money for that too. So the reason I haven't put it together is because of that. It costs more. So I went with a small system, just something so I'd have power in there for now. And it's something that can use elsewhere anyway. So this winter, I'll probably put it in my tiny cabin and use it, in addition to the other solar setups I have. So that being said, I'll see you next week. Please give me a like, a thumbs up if you would. Comment if you would. It'd be great. Suggestions are always welcome. We'll see you. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.